Hello everyone, we are Team 5 and we tackled the problem of transportation. In this presentation, we will address our problem statement, the research we conducted, our analysis, solution, and our demonstration of the product. We will finish off with the business models we created to design our product. Have you ever had to wake up early just to get to an airport, sometimes hours before your flight? Most people don't know how long it will take to get through the airport to their flights. With the recent pandemic, it has only become crazier and more confusing. TSA lines can be scary to go through, and with the recent pandemic, they have only been worse. We wanted to come up with a way to organize a traveler's process through the airport while maximizing social distancing. The environmental analysis helps the product development team to determine the outside forces that impact our business. Many airports around the nation do not have the necessary technology and safety precautions to effectively avoid the spread of the virus. What we need to do is to implement the technology along with our product to increase consumer confidence. The nation and airports are both struggling financially, so an increase of travelers will benefit both. Since less people have been flying due to the pandemic, not only the airlines and airports are hurt, but also the transportation industry as a whole. To effectively empathize with our customers, we created personas. We created two fictitious customer profiles, Chris and Andy. Chris represents the airport authorities who are going to try to figure out a way for TSA to adhere to social distancing guidelines. Andy represents an airline product manager who is just trying to increase revenue for his airline after profits took a dip due to coronavirus. They both share similar goals. Both customers want to reduce the risk of coronavirus while raising customer confidence again. As of right now, there are no effective ways to filter passengers on a flight through TSA. Passengers can arrive on an airport whenever they please, which can lead to very crowded lines at TSA. With the ongoing pandemic still threatening our nation, this is a very worrisome prospect for many TSA agents and airplane passengers alike. With our customers and market forces in mind, we wanted to create an application to deliver travelers a no-hassle, COVID-safe, smooth onboarding process. Transforming the TSA process by introducing NoQ, a smart app where you can book your TSA slots to enable a hassle-free, COVID-safe flying experience that every traveler deserves. Our application lets the flight passengers choose a time slot to check themselves in. This leads to a more organized line through TSA, as passengers will be more spread out through the time slot bookings and will be a more effective way to social distance themselves from other passengers. Our algorithm recommends a time slot for the passengers, and it makes the TSA process quicker and smoother. Once a passenger books their time slot, they have the choice of receiving a notification via text messages or email confirmation, and will have a physical or digital boarding pass that shows their information. Now we will have a short demo of our product by one of our software developers. Enjoy!
Welcome to NoQ. Today I'm going to run through on how you can pre-book your security slots. Booking your slots is as simple as choosing your departure date, choosing number of travelers, and your flight ID. Once you click on Submit, our algorithm calculates the best time slot for you, and you can also choose between a free slot and a fast-track slot, where a fast-track slot would give you more flexibility to arrive within a 1-hour window of your booked entry time. Now, you can also modify your slot and choose a time slot that's most convenient to you. And you can choose your terminal point as well. How cool is that? Now once you click on checkout, you have to give your details. And you can also provide your phone number if you want to get notifications about your bookings. And you can review your booking summary here, go back to make any more edits if needed, and click on confirm booking once all the details are right. That's it, you've picked your slot, and there's a simple barcode here, and you can carry this with you, and an email confirmation is also sent to you. Your email confirmation will look like this. So it contains details about your booking, and it also contains a booking reference ID. Your boarding pass now includes your security checkpoint details. That's it for the demo. Thank you for staying tuned.
Now that you've seen our product, we want to show you our thought process behind its development. We wanted passengers to have a good approximation of when they need to arrive at the airport so they can have a smoother onboarding process. We wanted also to help the TSA staff to organize their flight schedules. Some tech specifics of our product include the high-quality web design using MERN stack architecture, the scalable cloud-based database architecture on MongoDB Atlas, the configurable RESTful APIs reusable for any other application, including mobile software, the greatly streamlined user experience with React, and the React Redux-driven UI design. Because we are overhauling the TSA system, we need to continually focus on web development and marketing. To use the application, we need current flight data and staff to keep developing our app. We also need to work with both airlines and airport authorities in order to implement our project. For our customers, we believe that adding help desks for customer support will provide necessary feedback for our product. In the future, we also believe we can expand and integrate ourselves into the airport or airline websites. Although we were partnering with airports and airlines, we also need to keep the flight passengers in mind as well. We wanted to create a smooth onboarding process for passengers, and in order to do that, we need to account for many different costs, including servers, staff, and an office space to work from. Our revenue generation will be from a negligible $1 fee charged on the passenger's airplane ticket. There's also a fast track option for $2.99 extra for more leniency in your TSA time slot. Based on the statistical data of passengers departing from Indianapolis Airport from 2018 to 2019, we were able to calculate a 3-year revenue model. As described before, it will be a pay-per-user model. Some assumptions we made in this model were that 80% of flyers would use NoQ, and of those 80% of flyers, we assumed that 10% bought the Fast Pass. We were also wary of our costs. We had direct expenses like servers and security, overhead costs like internet and maintenance, and staff salaries. In the figure on the left, you can see where the dollar distribution breaks down, where 30% goes to the airport and the airline, and 40% goes to the NoQ. For our market, in 2019, over 800 million people departed on flights in the US. Starting with the Indianapolis airport market, 4.76 million people departed on flights in Indianapolis Airport in 2019. By using numbers from that airport and eventually expanding to both Chicago airports, O'Hare and Midway, our 3-year scope projects us generating $23.4 million of revenue by the end of year 3. Although the pandemic has decreased flight numbers drastically this year, we believe that with the help of NoQ, we can achieve these numbers again. Right now, passenger confidence is our priority, and if they can feel confident flying again, we have done our jobs. We want all passengers to feel safe and secure by efficiently social distancing. With renewed customer confidence, more people will travel by air again and will boost the economies of airlines and airports again. Take it from these two fellows who generously offered quotes. Amy said, "This app really enhanced my flying experience. I no longer have to arrive hours before my flight. Thanks, NoQ." And we also interviewed George, who worked at Indianapolis Airport as an airport authority, and he said, "We were thinking about doing something like this for quite a while, so that just means we are on the right track." Lastly, here are the members of our Pro Squad who were integral in developing our software, and here is our marketing squad. Lastly, these are our coaches who were a great help for us and provided lots and lots of advice during our 5-week project. This concludes our presentation, and we thank you for listening. Goodbye.